Staying warm by the screen side. ScreenSide. And we're back.
All right.
All right, so we are nearing the end of our adventure. We have everything we need. And go ahead, Mr. Dan.
Don't knights usually have some sort of armor?
Not always.
That's just my thought.
Though, actually, on one of the old covers of the game, they actually had a knight in shining armor. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the game. There's no knight in shining armor. But the cover did that. You know, in the way that all 80s covers were so inaccurate. Mm-hmm. Like that absolute shit Mega Man cover.
Yeah.
Like the first couple of USA covers were just god-awful. And they found out that it was actually, like, done in one night. Like, they hired this really bad artist, and they needed it by, like, the next morning, and told him nothing about the game. That's why it looks so bad.
Makes sense. Uh-oh. A rat.
Yeah.
Whatever do I have that could possibly appease a rat?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what they say about it first.
You are standing in a cavern with a wooden door directly across from you.
Oh, really?
A giant mouse is standing.
That's no mouse. It is far too evil to be a mouse.
I ain't no mouse. Capiche?
Ah, see? There he goes.
Oh, well, there we go.
This is a big, hungry-looking rat with slavering jaws and long, sharp claws.
I like how the fact that the rat could hear the narrator.
Right?
I can't reach it.
Yeah, he's terrifying. He just sits there and apparently can't move.
And he drools and...
So, I guess if that's all you need of a guard, if he's not going to do...
grins crookedly.
That's like
literally
Mr.
anything.
Just... Jeez, eh? Well, yeah, now that you mention it, I guess I am kind of hungry.
Like you wouldn't have eaten me if I didn't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Snatches it from your hand. You might want to count your fingers.
I'll count you one finger.
No, seriously, count your fingers. Use the eye on Graham.
Amazingly enough, you still have all your fingers.
Amazing.
In the original game, you got points for counting your fingers.
You are standing in...
All right. To the door.
Oh no! There are 2 leprechaun guards here, and they don't look pleased to see you at all. What are you going to do now?
If only I had some of that dandelion wine.
Well, thankfully, you've got a shamrock.
Yeah.
If you go there without the shamrock, they, I think, kill you.
Wow. That's rough.
Yeah, they don't play any games here.
With a genuine 4-leaf clover in your possession, the leprechauns fear and respect you.
Damn right.
Rather than risk offending you, they decide to leave you entirely alone.
But what if I came here for companion? Whoa. Total obliteration is a little bit more than ignoring.
Well, no, they teleported out, actually. They didn't die.
Okay.
Now, you just put us in a bit of a slight conundrum.
Of the Leprechaun King.
A little bit. I mean, we're just going to get less points if we do it this way.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Why? What happened?
If you show them the clover... well, go on to the next screen. Let's show our viewers both ways.
Is a huge 4-leaf clover. Apparently,
All right.
Because...
For you, viewers.
Yeah, so this is what happens if you don't do the thing.
The leprechauns, sensing the power of your 4-leaf clover, begin to vanish.
Honor. King Leprechaun.
Yep. Does he have sunglasses on? It looks like he's got fucking sunglasses on.
And a crown.
And a crown, yeah. Hey, man. Now, note when the Leprechaun King teleported out, he took his scepter.
Yeah.
So go ahead and load back the older game.
Okay. Restore.
Okay. Now go through the door.
And don't show anything to them.
Yeah, don't show them the 4-leaf clover.
Oh no! There are 2 leprechaun guards
means I need to kill them.
And they don't look pleased to see you at all. What are you going to do now?
Play the fiddle.
Yeah, okay. Everybody knows that leprechauns love the fiddle music.
Yeah, this is another
Nothing
really
happens.
stupid puzzle. Just click on... Oh, there you
Wonderful job. Leprechauns find fiddle music irresistible.
Of course
The moment
we
they hear
do.
Music, they begin dancing a frenzied jig.
Dee diddly dee 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 hi dee diddly dee ho. Dee diddly dee dee dee.
It's actually a very pretty little ditty.
Finally, swept away by the snappy music, the leprechaun guards zap right out of the room.
Zap.
Apparently. Yeah, now go ahead. Now you're fine. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything else.
Overhearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway, the leprechauns have begun to dance. As they do, they pop away in a fit of merrymaking.
Hurrah! Boy, the king's really working that scepter, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So with this way, we get a few more points because it's the king will leave his scepter this time around.
Okay. And I can use the scepter to go small and get in that rock hole.
Not quite, actually. Like I said, the scepter is merely for more points. It doesn't actually serve anything beyond just a treasure that you can get, but it's an optional treasure. But there's the shield.
This luxurious carpet is the product of the leprechaun's magical weaving talents.
Luxurious, eh?
The scepter is fashioned from gold and silver and accented with emeralds. The shield is made of titanium and is rimmed with jewels.
Titanium Englewood.
As I say, Graham can tell what type of metal it is from looking at it.
You
Really?
take the magic shield. Congratulations!
You're now invincible.
Sweet.
You take the leprechaun
Well,
king's jeweled
note
scepter.
the wording of it. You're invincible from, like, mortal foes or whatever. So basically, you could still, like, fall off a cliff and die.
Yeah.
But they can't, like, actively harm you.
So like the wolf and
Yeah,
actually
actually,
the dudes.
yeah, that's the one thing that they did do right, is they made it so that if the wolf or the ogre or the sorcerer or anybody tries to come at you, I believe, they just kind of get repelled. I don't know if they can still steal treasures from you. So, you have something in your
are
inventory
much
you
too
haven't
big to
used.
fit through that.
The diamonds.
And, well, I meant not a treasure.
My sword.
No. Okay, let me put... No, you use the dagger to cut the bucket down, remember?
Right.
Think reverse Mario.
Nothing happens. Careful, you do not wish to
Just
damage
use the arrow.
delicate mud.
To grab it. There we go.
You shouldn't drop that.
Use it on him.
You eat the mushroom.
Yeah. Like Alice.
Give it a sec. There we go.
Congratulations! You now have all 3 of Daventry's lost treasures. Now, don't waste any time. Bring the treasures straight back to King Edward before it's too late.
Yes, straight back by the most expedient path.
I believe it's
That way?
north, I think.
That way?
I think.
Maybe that way.
That's the one part. I know this game really well, but I don't know the map. I have never been able to get this stupid map down.
Maybe that way? Maybe that way.
Yeah, try going west a bit more. Because since it loops, it's not so bad, but
Okay, now I gotta
you're
go
going to
south.
stumble upon it at some point.
Oh.
No, go north a bit more, I think. And now go west.
This looks about right.
Yeah, we're almost there. It's not hard to get to the castle from there. There we go. We're there.
Oh yeah, I'm so there. Where
What
did
the-
the guards go?
Just go ahead and click on the portcullis. See if they'll let you in.
The guards do not...
What guards?
That's odd. Why aren't the guards at their posts?
What guards?
Exactly.
You mean the ones that don't want me
More
climbing that
curious
thing?
still, The courtyard
Exactly.
is deserted. This area is usually filled with the ladies and lords of the castle.
None of whom we ever
This
see.
is highly
Exactly.
unusual. You begin to feel deeply
Daventry is like eerily
disturbed, as if all is
quiet.
not right within
Like there's
the castle.
nobody there.
You can faintly hear a commotion in the king's
A
chamber.
commotion
to the
with
west.
3 people. That does not constitute a commotion.
A commotion would be
Oh
seeing
shit,
something.
there's actually
There is
people.
nothing to be done. Oh, our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. If only Sir Graham had returned with the 3 lost treasures of Daventry.
If only.
It's Sir Graham.
Cracker.
He's returned.
Did he find the treasures? Shh. Listen.
Your Highness, I am at your service.
Did you succeed in your quest?
No, I
I
didn't.
did, Your Majesty.
Liar!
Here, as you commanded, the magic
Is
mirror,
my nut. It's
the
gold.
magic shield, and the magic chest.
It's a good thing there's music playing behind this, otherwise it would just be really awkward.
Yeah. Life needs, like, a soundtrack.
Sir Graham tripped him! You saw it!
Too late for me. But you have done so.
Tiny crab pound.
As I promised, the crown is yours. I know you will serve this kingdom well.
But the king is dead.
No, he's not. He just passed out a little bit. He's tired.
Yeah, it's like, seriously, you're declaring him dead without checking for pulse. I'm
Stab,
not
stab,
dead
stab.
yet!
Stab, stab.
Yeah. He's using the dagger on him.
Yeah.
And thus ended Sir Graham's quest for the lost treasures of Daventry.
Yay!
Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, the people of Daventry grew happy and prosperous for years to come.
All 7 of them.
And whenever King Graham looked into his magic mirror, he saw visions of adventures yet to come for him,
To come
for
for
his
him.
children, and for Daventry, the land he loved so much.
Which was later destroyed by Dragonfire.
So wait, where's the common folk? Like, in order to have nobles, don't they need to noble over somebody?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a problem that these games have had. Is just they get like this beautiful landscape, but like no real economy or any way for it to work. There was actually 3 novels done that were not like novelizations of the games, but like independent novels.
Just explaining the world they live in?
Well, no, they were different adventures.
Oh, okay.
I actually have all 3 of them. They're really a lot of fun. The 3rd one, See No Weevil, is my favorite.
Weevil.
Yes. It is by far the least serious of all the novels, but that's what makes it so enjoyable. Is the others took themselves almost too seriously, which these games were not doing. So
No, it doesn't seem like it at all.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the one thing that Sierra didn't do. Well, because they never planned on there to be 8 games in the King's Quest
Right.
series, the original, and then a reboot, 20 years later.
Yeah.
They didn't plan on that, so their canon was very loose.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
Yeah, for what it is, it's a small, really retro game, or from early on in this industry, it seems, and, it doesn't need all that depth. It doesn't need, like, the buying stuff from stores and going to not only one store, but a store for every possible thing you could need.
Oh yeah, no, this is nice and simple.
Yeah, simple puzzle it out quests. You'll find everything you need.
But-
it doesn't necessarily make sense if you take it like a world of existing in its own right, but for a pastime, it works.
Yeah, and it, this was like the first of its kind for this type of game.
Right.
So, it was a first attempt. Of course, it was, very limited in what it could do, both hardware, software, and writer experience. But, this is one of Roberta Williams' first masterpieces. And she was one of the early women game creators. And she had a lot of effect on the industry. She still does. And her husband, Ken, was the founder of Sierra as well. So they were the ones that started up Sierra.
I mean, it had to do something, right? Because it spawned, like, an entire genre. And...
Oh, yeah. Point-and-click adventures,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and they didn't just stop at King's Quest. There was King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest, Quest for Glory, which was originally called Heroes Quest, but then they ran into copyright infringement and they had to change the name. And the list goes on. I actually still have the original boxes for most of these games. So I'll have to pull them out at some point. But yeah, no, it's a fun game.
Cool.
And I don't know if they're going to point this out at the end of the credits, but you got 153 points out of 158. Yes. The only couple of things you missed, and not by your fault, but by the way that this game is made.
Right.
The good creature you encounter is your fairy godmother, and she grants you temporary immunity from things.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it wears off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There's also this weird elf that if you're polite to, he gives you a ring of invisibility, which is used on the alternate route to get up to the clouds, because the dwarf actually lives in the cave system.
Oh, and he'll steal
he'll steal shit from you.
Oh,
so
what a bastard.
But if you wear the ring of invisibility, he doesn't know you're there and you're fine.
Okay.
But you don't want to use the ring because it actually loses points if you use it.
Oh.
So it's better to just get it and hold on to it.
Right.
I think those were the only ones that you missed. There might have been one other, but I don't remember what it is. It'll come to me. Well, anyway.
It's only 5 points, so if it was worth 2 and 3 points respectively.
Yeah, it wasn't much that you missed. Like I said, most of it has to do with just the way that it was designed.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, I think we're actually looping here. This will just kind of go on forever. So, because this is like the 4th or 5th time I've seen beta testers. So.
I was just digging down to the music.
There it is, yeah, so.
Wow.
So anyway, thanks for joining us. See ya.